Frags, welcome to another episode. And I'll be your host, Mr. DeFinley, and we got our buddy over there talking, what would it say, vicariously or some shit? I don't know. He's coming terrestrially from outer space. Nah, he's just in a Discord channel with us. That's how it goes.
From Mars.
Yeah, Mr. Simon. Mr. Simon, he's sitting over there. Yeah, there was no intro screen today because my scrub ass forgot to push the start stream button. So yeah, here I thought I just did the intro and everything. So you're seeing take 2 today on the intro, because the first intro wasn't an intro at all because I didn't hit start stream. I had gotten my display all set up and done the transition. I was like, boom, yeah, fucking nailed that one. So I was like, I don't see anything going on, my dude. And I'm like, what? And I looked down and I was like, I never hit the start stream button. So
nice.
There you go. I fucking failed you guys again. At least I didn't loop back today, man. That's fucking good. Let's fucking get into this shit, huh? That sound good?
Yep.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. So we're going to be covering a couple topics today. Some of them juicy, some of them not. Some of them fun. Well, actually, they're all fun or else I wouldn't be fucking covering them. That's how I feel about it, right? Alright. So, moving on from that shit. Well, there's a free game out. If you have what is that Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime shit going on. We'll get into that. Middle-earth, Shadow of War, we'll get into that. Valve, CSGO stuff, we got something to talk about that. Pretty special, let me tell you. People are going to be raging about this. Lots of butthurt, I foresee it. Don't deny it, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm butthurt about it because it's one of my favorite things, and I don't even play CSGO that much, so there's that. Some news on Rainbow Six Siege, which is amazing. DICE/Battlefield 1, a little bit of news on that. And PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds back on our topic. So let's get into it. What do you think, my dude?
I don't think PlayerUnknown's Battleground has ever left our topics. We just had a
No, there's been I think there's been 2 episodes where I either briefly gave it a little blurb or just didn't mention it. Yep. It's one of those games I foreseeably see it going to be keep hitting my radar at least for the next, I don't know, for the least, at least until October. Being the fact that, October's pretty much the release month, right? I mean, it seems that everybody drops their games and shit in October.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's how that shit goes, man. I mean.
Yeah, it's October, November. It's usually around that area.
Yeah, it's like everybody starts getting broke up here around that time too, so it's like worse for fucking game drops. Like, man, I gotta wait till summer to buy that motherfucker. I'm broke now.
Yep.
Alright, so getting into PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it broke over 500 fucking peak players on Steam, which, if you're not tracking it, it jumped up into the number 2 slot, surpassing, you guessed it, Counter-Strike Go, or CSGO as some might know it, or whatever. So Big Daddy Valve is Mr. Gabe Newell. He's got to be kind of butthurt about that a game that he's hosting on his platform just beat his top game, right? I mean, right?
I mean, he could be butthurt about it, but I mean, he should know better.
Then again, he's making tons of revenue off of that game being sold on his platform, so it's a win-win for him. So what the hell does he care, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean, honestly, he's a made man now. He doesn't really fucking. I'm spilling coffee all over myself. Shit. Not a great choice of coffee mug, actually. By the way, Beer Stein, not effective as coffee mug. Remember that one. So yeah, you have that, and so as the time I pulled the numbers this morning at I want to say 5:30 or some shit like that. It was 523,436 people currently peaked with a number of 492,557 actually playing at that time. So it's sold over 5 million copies now. And so that's a tenth of its player base online at once.
Damn.
That's cool, dude. I mean, something like that, right? That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, can you really argue with that?
I can't argue with that because I'm fucking addicted. So
Well, I've been getting down on that Fortnite. I mean, just kind of trying to give myself a little break from it, you know. I mean, I can't really but I can say I'm addicted to it still. I mean, I love the game. I love the updates. I love what they're doing with it. I love the fact that the devs are really doing what they need to do.
I love the fact that they have haters, which means that they're doing well.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, when you have it wasn't a 10th, it was a 20th. A 20th of its player base on at one time, peaking the fucking hit out of all sales for an early access game. That's right, people. This game isn't even out of early access. It's still early access. It's not even full fucking release. They're still changing shit. I mean, so when you got a game like that that's coming through and pumping these fucking numbers out, you're gonna have some haters. You're gonna have some guys walking around with a big old cup of haterade saying "fuck you" the whole day, right?
Yeah, the saltiest place on earth, and next to your ass, right?
Well, fuck, dude. It's like they took a trip out to the Arizona salt flats and are sitting out there just licking the ground, right? Yeah, but whatever.
Yep.
We digress into other topics, I guess, after this. You know, but, you know, well, I guess we should get into it. We didn't really talk about it much because last week we had a lot of shit to talk about. They did their update. I'd call it pretty much a flawless update, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
As it goes for updates. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I'm used to updates going really, really bad. So 1 day of lag to a day and a half of lag after updating. Can you really argue with that?
No, I can't, and because like there were some people we had conversations with that were like, "Oh man, they've made millions of dollars. Like, why can't they have better service?" It's like it's not. First off, it's day one patch. You know, shut up.
Shut up. It's day one. Like, if it was going on week 3 and still no change, go ahead, vent that frustration. Man. Yeah, but to be like, to pull out the hostility card out there and just throw that bitch out in the ring like, oh, my trap card's been deployed. Your servers suck. Wow, that was really bad. I just used a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, my dude.
I know. I would have done the same thing, and I never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like I never played Yu-Gi-Oh either. I mean, occasionally I woke up and watched the cartoon just because, well, I don't know, it was on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Patch day went over pretty decently. I've jumped on. I've looted some of the new chests. You know, got some of the new loot. We touched on that last time. You know, Cameron's folly of selling his shit for a third of the price he should have sold it for. God, I still can't get over that. That was fucking hilarious, my dude. Oh, fuck. Cameron, we love you, but god damn. Maybe you should spend less time researching, you know, like cryptocurrency and more time researching selling shit on Steam Market, huh? Oh, speaking of which, since it's tech related, and this is kind of a technology / friggin' gaming show, you know, type thing going on.
Right.
We'll just throw this in here. There's a cryptocurrency coming out, or it's already out, but it could be on the move, so it's something to watch. It's called Ripple. I think it's currently at a price of 18 cents a coin. That's reasonable. That's affordable, right?
Yeah, it's totally affordable. And if you do your research on it and it seems like something that you could get behind, this is the perfect time to start getting into it. I know just a very little bit about cryptocurrency because of Cameron.
Yeah. Well, you don't live with a guy that's all hot to trot about cryptocurrency and not pick something up, you know?
Yeah.
But no, the whole thing why I bring this up is because there was a press conference with a bunch of state officials and shit like that. And one of the guys that were talking from the like federal fucking dudes, he goes, "You guys should check out Ripple." So it was kind of like a wink, nudge, hint, you know, unofficial federal endorsement of it kind of type deal, you know.
It's like, hey, we're not saying anything, but you know, you should.
Something could become. I'm not saying anything, you know. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking amazing coin. I'm just saying like, might be something to watch if you know at 18 cents a coin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you bought like, let's say you bought fucking $10 worth, right? Let's see, let's do the math on this real quick. So we got 10 divided by 0.18. That gives us 55.55, right? Let's say it makes it up to $100, dude. Jesus Christ. Do I want to sit here and do that? No, I don't want to do the math on that, dude. Let's just say it's retarded fucking stupid money.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, that is some dumb money. You know, I don't want to calculate the profit on that. That return would be
55,500.
Yeah,
50.
Yeah, that return is dumb. And
It's the kind of shit that gets you out of debt. Trust me, I know.
That's the kind of shit that gets you hookers. You know, like I shouldn't be talking about that. Never mind. That's from past life. That's past life. We won't bring that stuff up. Leave it in the past, Dave.
Leave it in the past.
No, that's the kind of stuff that you put your kid through college with, right? We'll go with that. That's the new Dave. You put your kid through college.
Yep. For us in Alaska, because we got, just amazing fucking college, right? Totally.
I'm going to college right now. I can't really talk too much shit. I can't talk too much shit. Like, I'm part of the failed systems, though.
I went for 4 years, dude. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yep.
Is it that, or is it something like that, you know? So, yeah, that Ripple, something to watch. I mean, no promises that it's fucking amazing, but obviously somebody somewhere was hinting, nudging that something could be going down, So throw it up on your radar, forget about it, throw $5 in it or some shit,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's like penny stocks back in the day. Everybody was like all over penny stocks, like just randomly throwing out like $5-10 in all kinds of different stocks. And if they ever hit, it's like, oh fuck, I'm a millionaire now.
Yeah, just like with Google, if you had when Google first came out, if you had put like
shut up
$10.
Shut up.
Oh, I know. Trust me, my dad tells me that story all the time. He's like, man, if
totally had the option to. My homie, he totally had the option to put more money into fucking Apple when it fired up.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happen when you have old friends. They all they have these regrets.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're telling me about technology, and they're like, "Yeah, I know about that Apple. I could have bought some of their stock back in the day when it was like, I think when I was looking at it, it was like $3 a share." I'm like, motherfucker, you're retarded. Well, we didn't know what it was going to be back then. This whole technology thing, we didn't think it was going to be a big deal. And now look at it. You have, look at the consumer base, dude. Like, I'd say 90% of our consumer base is driven by technology, if not more.
Yep.
Everything's around. I just posted on 97 Gamers today about a. I never did that. I want to do a shout out actually to the 97 Gamers because they allow me to fucking throw my shit up on their page. Cameron, he's a 97G. This guy Simon in here right now, he's a 97G. So we got the G's rocking up in here. I'm a 97G. There's a bunch of us. There's a bunch of 97Gs. And so I got to give a shout out to my G's because they're fucking cool as shit. Got to be repping that G status, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, fuck it. Where was I going with that, dude? I don't know. Fuck it. I forgot where I was going.
You were saying that 907. I don't even know.
Just fuck it, dude. Just drink some coffee, move on, right?
Yep.
It's beer stone. It's not functional for drinking out of. Yeah. But like the lid almost hits you in the eye, and so you got to rotate it, and it's just, it looks cool, dude. Like this cup looks cool. I mean, this is a cool looking cup. It's the wife's cup actually. I'm drinking out of her cup, but it's cool. It's got like.
All right. Back on topic, Duff. On topic.
It's just not functional. It's not functional for drinking. Anyways, yeah. Moving on in our topics. We're looking at dice in Battlefield 1. They're looking to be putting in choose from 3 perks each out of a list of 15 and specializations to their character builds. What does this mean? It means the first time for ever in Battlefield, this franchise line, they're gonna have Call of Duty kind of setups.
Yeah. Is
DICE trying to combat the maneuvering of COD? Going with a World War II 1 kind of feel esque. game that's releasing, right? When's that coming out?
I
Like
don't know.
this next month, I think.
Which one?
Call of Duty's fucking whatever the hell it is. I don't pay attention to it anymore, dude. It's just franchise boy shit now.
Yeah.
There's just I don't follow the Call of Duties and I don't follow the Battlefields anymore because I don't play console. And honestly, if you ask me, that's what those games appeal to mainly is console gamers. I said it. There you go.
I agree. I said it.
They're fucking there's a lot of hype around them for the consoles, and they might be awesome on the console. On PC though, there's something left to be desired. I mean, when you look at some of the other like actually just random developed games out there that have the same features or even better features, and they're from a third-party studio. They're not even a AAA title studio, and look what you get.
Yeah, it's
we were joking. Me and Dan were joking about it the other day. We're sitting there, we're playing Fortnite, and we're like, Battlefield, you need to take a lesson out of this fucking game's book where everything's destructible. It's like, look at Unreal Engine 4. Come on, check this shit out. Everything's being destroyed. Instead of having that one building that you can blow the 4 pillars on and watch it go down, how about all the buildings you can do that to? Like, you're calling it a battlefield? Well, make it a battlefield. Like, have you ever seen war zones after, the war's over? A lot of times people just move away. They don't even fucking bother rebuilding. In some cases, they're like, fuck it. I'm joking about some fucked up shit there. That's
where humor comes from, is fucked up shit.
Got a little dark there. I just splashed myself in the face with coffee. This goddamn cup, dude. Never again. Hashtag never again with beer stein for coffee. Anyway, so if you're interested in Battlefield 1 and getting involved in this new advancements, if you already have the code for the game, you already have the game installed, playing it, whatever, you can go to their website and you can sign up for their community test environment, because they're going to be testing this out prior or pre-launch for everybody. So you can get in on the ground floor, checking these perks out, checking these stats out, seeing what the playability, see if you're going to keep playing the game after this shit comes out, or you're going to, nah, I don't like this gameplay, fuck this shit. So yeah, you can head on over to Battlefield. Underneath their news, then under their article, join community test server. You shouldn't miss it. It's right there, man. Just, you gotta be somewhat, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just here, let me Google that for you. You know that link, right? I love that link. Oh, how do I do this? Let me Google that for you. Here you go. I love, dude. That is like one of my favorite pages in the whole entire world. Somebody asked some dumb questions, man. It's like, here.
I always use it for my friends who are like, dude, what do you think about what is this thing, man? Like, how do I do this? It's like, here, take this link. It's perfect for you.
Let me Google that for you, because I'm not your personal Google assistant. Just type that bitch in, all right?
Yep.
All right, Rainbow Six Siege, here to stay, as one of the websites I was reading reported. They got 20 million registered players now. That's pretty significant, right? They actually are moving in the right direction. I really like it. I don't like their gameplay. I don't like the actual match kind of play and whatnot, but I don't really care for Ubisoft launcher either. But I really like the indestructible environment and how they're, you can shoot through walls. Come on, that's fucking awesome. That's what we've been pushing towards this whole time, right?
Yeah, realism as best as we can do in a video game.
I mean, honestly, you're not going to take a gun and saw a building in half. So how do you make an environment destructible but not so destructible? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, because, I'm sure I could grab a 249 and start like pumping rounds into a building, and eventually I'd cut the building in half. But at what point do you say, okay, this is plausible, this is not? Gaming environment versus real life. You got to find that happy medium, and I think that's one of the reasons why PUB does so well.
Yes.
Player unknown, Battleground. Another plug for it. I just love that game. I'm gonna keep plugging it. Anyways, so with the whole 20 million people playing it and shit like that, and active, what is this? Now enjoys 2.3 million users a day logging on and playing. That's pretty good. I don't know the peak number. I didn't see any peak number for it, so we don't have a peak number to report, but we do have overall players logging in. So there you go. There is that. And right now, for a limited time, you can pick it up on the Humble Bundle store for €34.99 or $39.99 American USD. So there is that. I mean, that's not bad, dude. That's like, it's normally like a $60 title, right?
Yeah, it was up there with the big games when it first came out.
And there's listed some more DLC to release. I didn't really research a whole bunch of it because I don't know that much about it. I don't play it, so I can't really report on the DLC. So there's that. But I can tell you that it's out there, and so go check it out. And it's on sale on the Humble Bundle, so go check that shit out. Whatever. If you want it at a cheaper price, you know. If you want to play full retail, go ahead. Go right to Ubisoft Launcher. Tell me what it fucking costs you on that. I don't care. All right, so getting into Valve and CSGO. Yeah. I was waiting for this one. So Valve kicks off its pistol changes with the Tech 9 nerf. What? There's gonna be some salty fraggers out there, dude. This gun is one of the most, I think it's one of the most bought, like, shit guns that are good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a shitty good, it's that good shitty gun. It's a spray and prayer, if you ask me. Turn corner, just pull trigger and go. Not a bad one. Just have, reasonable center of hitbox going on there. Kind of aim for the crotch and work your way up with it. It's a good gun. Well, they're nerfing it. I don't know about damage nerf, but they are nerfing the accuracy of it. So the first shot is still going to be fairly accurate. Actually, more accurate, reportedly. But they are going to reduce the actual accuracy over time. So the longer you hold the button, the more wild the gun gets. That being said, they're also dropping the magazine capacity to 18 versus the 24 current. And they're also dropping the overall ammo held for it from 120 rounds to 90 rounds. Sad face, right? So there you go. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
You're going to find another gun, and that's what respectively, like, what this is going to do. It's going to force players to actually this goes into the whole E-League shit, dude. This is getting players to, no spray and prayers. This gets guys to actually think about their movements, use tactful decisions, and use tactful guns. And I think this is their way of limiting scrub guns, and this is kind of a scrub gun because I use it, and I'm pretty scrub at it, so I'm not afraid to say it. Do you see me playing in any league competitions? I'm not an E-leaguer, right? And I sign off on this gun. Well, not anymore. I haven't played with it yet. Still could be viable. So anyways, there's that. And just to note again, CSGO got passed by Pub. I say, Gabe, you gotta be a little butter there.
It's bound to happen.
Dude, I'm just gonna keep plugging Pub. I love that game. It's a good game. It's a great game, right? Great game.
Mm-hmm. It's such a great game that I'm playing it right now while we do this.
Oh, are you really?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's why you've been kind of quiet this morning. I was like, man, this guy's...
a little.
He's
I
been a
won't
little
lie.
quiet this morning. He's over there fragging some idiots. Well, it is piping hot frags. So how hotter can you get than fresh frags of the day right there, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
I think I'm about to get fragged, but that's okay.
So the second installment of the Middle Earth games, they were Shadows of Mordor was the first one. This one's Shadows of War. Great game. The first one was it's done by a movie studio for the most part, so really great graphics. I think it was one of the first games to really bolster like true 4K, and not like upscaled, right?
Shadow of War.
Shadows of Mordor.
Oh, Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, it was one of the original true 4K games, right?
I think so. I'm not too sure, but it is up there. That is for sure.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. I know it is.
I'm trying to talk more, man.
That's why I was doing it. I just knew that I knew you were patient. You sit there trying to fucking not get killed.
Yep.
Anyway, Shadows of Mordor. It's hitting my radar because it's doing this whole microtransaction deal, like so many other games out there. I know it sucks. It's hard to believe that all these other games are doing microtransactions as well. What are you gonna do? I mean, that's part of life is microtransactions. It seems like it's a thing that's here to stay. As long as we keep buying in and doing microtransactions, they're gonna keep coming around. And you can see it with PUBG. PUBG's got it in there. You can see it with Fortnite. Fortnite's got it in there. Fucking CS:GO's got it in there. Dota's got it in there. League of Legends got it in there. Does Diablo have it in here yet?
Microtransactions?
Yeah. Do they have anything for microtransactions?
Not that I remember. And if anything, it would probably just be like visuals.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember anything on fucking Diablo 3, but you know, you got it on Guild Wars 2, you got it on fucking Elder Scrolls Online, you got I mean, so microtransactions are a thing that are here to stay. I'm pretty sure that you know, that's just as much as pre-ordering and early access. Microtransactions are a new staple in the gaming community now that we hate. So, you know, if you're tired of fucking fighting through the game, you know, I don't think it's released yet. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So they're gonna offer microtransactions to get the gear that you're missing. So if you're missing just a little piece, or hell, you just want to deck your character out real quick, you can take your chance with real money and do some roll the dice for the in-game RNG for what you want, and hopefully you get what you want for real money. So that's the new thing: is just pay your way to the top, right?
Yep.
Fuck it.
it's a sad fact, but it's there, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Just be better than the pay to win people.
Well, pay to win. On games like this, I don't care about it because it's a single player game, so it doesn't affect anybody else's gameplay, right?
Right. Versus
like, let's see, you have well, just like on my logo right here on the screen, you have APB. APB is informed by some of my buddies that essentially every so often they roll out a nerf that nerfs the current best gun. And so they make a new gun the best gun. And of course, that one's selling at a premium rate. And so if you want to be the top guy on the server and you want to have some, you know, be able to compete, you got to buy that gun. And, you know, within a couple months of that gun being on top, it gets nerfed and they boost another gun up there. And it's just this whole rinse and repeat of nerf and fucking resale. Because it generates money for the fucking company. Which, ultimately, that's the whole goal. Is generating money for this company that hosts this game, right?
Right.
I mean, so it's not like it's a bad business model. It works. I mean, look at Clash of Clans.
It's still going.
It's still going. And then you have the spin-off Clash Royale or whatever.
Yep.
Top streamer in Alaska right now. That's all he plays for the most part that I know of. Fucking Renzi. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's another beard guy. He's got a beard as well, so you know. It's got to be good people, man. Bearded guys are good guys. What's that say about you, Simon?
I'm a good guy. I just don't have the evidence to present it.
Oh, you just got shit genetics.
I am native. I'm Alaska native.
Are you really?
I am. I'm 1/8 Aleut Athabascan, and I shows.
I thought you were Asian, but that's kind of like the same thing.
Oh yeah, I am Asian.
Asian.
Let's be super racist. Yeah.
Well, isn't some of those native tribes derived from Asians then?
Mostly Russian, actually.
That's Asian.
Sure.
Russia's on the continent of Asia, right?
Totally.
Just saying, right? I mean, am I wrong?
No, it is on the continent of Asia. People usually don't
call Russians Asians.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I was like,
I love doing
oh
that.
hey, you Russians? You're Asian, aren't you?
I did it to a lot of my friends when I was in high school, and so that was the big joke, is that I had friends that were Pacific Islanders,
Mm.
and they would usually call themselves Asians before this whole Pacific Islander thing really came out. It's like, no, I'm Asian. You know, I've got my heritage came from the islands outside of Asia. You know, like I forget the name, little pitty small islands that are not worth remembering. At
Hmm.
least from back in high school days. Now I'd probably remember them, but whatever. I digress. So, anyways, yeah, that's how that worked. Welcome to the Guf Zone, my man. So anyways, there's that. Uh, Free game right now. Out on the out on if you got Twitch Prime, if you got Amazon Prime, go over to Twitch, and then you get your Twitch Prime on. You do a free trial. And there's the Day of the Tentacle remastered. I loaded it up. It looks really cartoony. It looks kind of like that. What is that game, like Splatters or whatever like that? Has that kind of cartoony feel to it. Haven't played it yet. Just kind of looked at it. Oh my god, that was bad. I was coughing all over the place, man. But yeah, free game. So you can't argue with it. It's I don't know. I like anytime I find like free games or games on like Humble Bundles and stuff like that. That's my jam. It's like, okay, let's get this shit going on. Let's get it hot. Along with cool free deals coming out. For those that are into story mode type games, you have Tacoma right now on the GOG launcher, which is the Good Old Games launcher. It right now is kind of on sale. It's for $29.99, but along with getting Tacoma, you're getting, I think it's called Edge Zero or something like it. You get another story mode game with it, basically. I'm not really big into the story playthrough games. I know that's some other people's deal, is doing the whole playthrough, the story games, shit like that. That's cool. I mean, if that's, hey, if that's your jam, boo-boo, fucking lace that bitch up and wear that shit. Strut it around, right? Are you in a firefight, Simon?
I kind of am, yes.
Sorry. You fucking scrub.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're not. Well, you are a sorry individual. I'll give you that.
Yes.
Oh my god. There's also new information out on the Vega. I'm not sure if you've heard that. So Vega's boasting a little bit more compute power than our noble 1080 Ti. So there's something to watch on that. Nothing. I haven't seen anything confirmed on it yet. But it's something to be watching for if you watch technology. There is the fact that I think the Vega is going to be taking the top slot away from the 1080 Ti. So Team Red might be moving ahead. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say what's going to happen with that. I mean, the Vega looks really awesome. It has that high bandpass memory, so that's really cool shit. It's the most latest card to drop right now. I mean, so can you really argue with going with current gen if you need an upgrade? And the only thing I have to say is, if you don't like the software, then there's no point in actually there's no point in doing that. Maybe wait for Volta, because Volta should be releasing here in the next I don't know, maybe like fourth quarter or some shit like that. What do you think?
I don't know about timing on that, but yeah, I agree with if you don't like the software, then why get the whole the whole thing?
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck there with the whole software suite that's not for you, just because the performance is better. And that's personal preference. If you don't like the software, don't get it. Simple as that.
Yep. You should get something that you like all around, or as much as possible.
Well, yeah, and that's part of the purchase. I think as what you're paying for is the software as well. Like I have a $300 motherboard because it comes with really amazing fucking software.
Yeah, I like my motherboard too because I didn't realize it until it happened, but I was apparently almost shorting it out, and it had its own safety feature inside of it saying, "Nope, nope, nope, you're about to short. We're cutting you off."
How were you almost shorting? Elaborate on this. Don't just leave it here, dude.
When I first was building my computer, I didn't realize that these two power cords that went into each other were not supposed to. So essentially, I was creating a circuit between
You were docking. You're going male to male, my dude.
No, I was. I mean, essentially, you could think that, but basically, I plugged in two points of a power cord onto the motherboard that weren't supposed to go there. Essentially, they were coming from the same thing, and
Yeah, I hear you.
it just wouldn't turn on.
Yeah.
And so I started pulling everything out and putting one cord in, testing it, putting another cord in, testing it, and I finally figured out that I was an idiot and was shorting my board almost.
And this is when I specifically right here for these instances where people do stuff like this and they fry hardware. It's why I always suggest they go with like the Amazon warranties, because it covers that kind of stupid shit, which is amazing.
Oh yeah.
The RMA plans that they sell are great. And then the other thing is I strongly stress this. I even have a hat and a t-shirt that says this, but it's RTFM, and that means read the fucking manual.
Is it bad that I was reading the manual?
Maybe there should be a comprehend on the end there too.
Read and comprehend the manual.
Yeah. Well, I see, that's the thing is like with the new silk screening processes we have for labeling motherboards and the colored pictures in fucking big bold print that's dummy proof. Like I was building computers back in 1998. Back when, the silk screen etching on the boards, is that an 8? Oh. Is that a 6? Is that a 2? It was not clear at all. You had no clue. I mean, you had, like, usually it was green PCB and then, like, the gold color showing through or the copper color showing through. And that was about it. Nowadays, you got, like, 5 different colors on the motherboard. You got, like, silk screen printing on there, so you have logos, you have like numbers and letters and all kinds of like arrows and shit pointing all over the place and all kinds of decals on it.
Yeah, and also like adapters that will help you label and put in like your power button on the front of your computer tower.
Yeah, well, yeah, the accessory brick. Yeah, the accessory brick, where back in the day you have just that bridge of pins. A lot of manufacturers actually have went to just giving you an accessory brick that you can plug everything into, and then you plug that whole brick in. Because of that it's so hard to mess with those pins. And why we haven't made just a standard, like, this is a case header, you have a case header. Cases, you have this one header, you have to comply to it to sync to motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody runs the same damn pins. You might have a couple extra, but at least you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why not make a case header? Like, okay, case header, boom. It's this grouping of pins. You have to use this size fucking header. Whether it's a 9 or 8, 12, 16, how many ever fucking pins it needs to be. Why not just have that? Exactly. Standardize it. Let's make more standardized shit. Because when you standardize stuff, it makes it a lot easier on us custom modders. Let me tell you. Big shout out to the SUSE Hero Editions, man. I mean, they have that RGB built into their motherboards. I love mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, my motherboard was I think I got it on sale for $289, I want to say, or something like that. But it was normally like full price. It was like $350, $375 because the Hero 8 Alpha Edition. And so it has pump controls, it has fan controls. It's got just a whole slew of features on it. Built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth, built-in tons of USB 3.0, which I think should be standard anyways. I just think that's amazing. Supports up to, I think, 64 gigs. Damn, I ain't never gonna fucking use that much. I got 32 gigs in it right now, actually, so, whatever. Gotta have them gigs, man.
Yep.
I got 32 at 32. It just rolled off the tongue so well. I actually was gonna go with 28, and then the 32s went on sale because the light ones were being released, and so they dropped the price on the light ones to flush the stock out, or the non-light ones, and so they flushed the stock out like at a lucky time for me when I was doing my build, and so I ended up getting the LPX Corsair 32 megahertz fucking 8 gig packs. So yeah, I'm actually switching over to a lot of Corsair gear now, dude. Used to be a hardcore Logi guy. Dude, I was a Logitech fanboy.
I still am a Logitech fanboy. I have
fuck their keyboards.
God damn it! I was about to say their keyboard.
Fuck their keyboards, dude. I mean, I really like their displays and stuff they have built into it.
Mm-hmm.
But more and more so, it just feels like that. Okay, you know what? That was for the 18, 16-year-old me.
Yeah, I had that display back when I was 18 and 16, but I don't have that kind of display on this keyboard. It's the Orion Spark.
So you got your cell phone docked there so you can't see your computer screen?
Actually, I don't even use that. I just like the keyboard. It's nice. It's sleek.
I went with the Corsair. It starts with an S. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a metal backplate to it, and it's real fucking heavy. I like it. It sits on my desk and it doesn't move around. It's got I think MX Brown switches in it. Mechanical keyboard. Gotta love it.
Strafe gaming.
Yes, Strafe. Yes, the Strafe. So it's the Strafe. It's got really cool lighting, RGB lighting, back profiles to it. The keys are raised off of an aluminum body, and so there is no collection area for like the Logitechs. It's really like it's got this plastic grid and shit that goes everything, and a lot of theirs are membraned, and so it's a real big collector of shit. It's just disgusting. Like after a month of using it, you look in there, it's like, oh my god! Look at all that hair. Look at the fingernail clippings, and there's some grody shit in there you just don't want to deal with. Well, you know, I'm not sponsored by Corsair, but I'm totally giving them props right now for this keyboard because the keycaps are raised up, and so like I can actually show you right here. This is amazing. So you can actually see underneath the keycaps. And I have it lit green right now, so obviously it's like showing through it right now. And so you can see underneath the keycaps, you can see through them. And so you can just blow that bitch out without anything being hindered. I love it. You know, you tip it on its edge, you blow it out. There's nothing trapping everything in there. It just rolls right out. You spill a drink on it, you just tip it to the side and fucking blow it out. Fucking good.
Nice.
Can't argue with that.
No.
As it goes for mouse, I've got a Logitech G502. Still love that for the mouse. I do have a Razer in the closet that I'm not using.
Yeah, Razers are just fanboys.
I honestly, dude, I love neon green, but I won't go to Razer.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I have the Logitech G600 mouse, the one with the extra mouse clicker.
Yeah.
I did it mainly for MMO gaming, like WoW and all that kind of stuff. Because
I used to have one of those, and I went to the 502 because it's more of an FPS mouse. Got a built-in snipe button, so you hit the button and it toggles your DPI, so you can really get a nice fine motion.
That's cool.
Yeah, adjustable DPI on the fly, dude. Can't argue with that. Got a couple extra buttons on it, but not like an MMO mouse. But then again, I don't use that many macros. What's this?
Oh well, I was playing a paladin and a holy paladin, so I had like buttons galore everywhere.
Oh, do you remember those WoW mouse? The actual WoW mouse?
I remember the WoW keyboard. My mother had one of those.
Oh my god, those things were ugly too. Yes, and they were ugly as sin. And if you went to play any other video game than WoW, it sucked because the keys got like your hand would hook up on other shit that it wasn't supposed to hook up on. It's like, no, I don't. I need to go here.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to be stealthy, but instead I threw a fucking flash grenade right at my feet for some reason.
Well, yeah, because there's like they had a big hump for the finger rest. Just huge humps on the fucking keys. The keycaps were big, over zealous on their keycap size. So whatever.
Yep.
The mouse, the same thing. The mouse was really just this mess. It's the best way I can describe it. And I want to say the mouse was like $80 or $90, and the keyboard I want to say was like $120, $150. It was something retarded. It's just like, are you fucking shitting me? And it was essentially, I don't know who made it. I think it was like a Logitech, basically, just with different software. Or with a different coding, you know?
Yeah.
But, that was the thing is World of Warcraft, they had their mouse, they had the headsets, they even had a monitor, I think, at one point. I mean, there's some dumb shit they had out there. God, I'll be
Yeah,
happy.
they had a lot of stuff, man. They're like, play our game. We're the biggest MMO out there, but we want to make sure they play our game.
Did you just do that voice? Did you really just do that?
And I'll do any voice.
Yeah, I know, right? Uh, I gotta give it to World of Warcraft though. I mean, on their marketing, they did it right.
Yeah, they are a staple now, for sure.
I mean, I'll be happy when that franchise just dies. The World of Warcraft. But I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't know. I'm hoping in the next 2 years that World of Warcraft is dead. And the biggest reason why is because I want something else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want new.
I want new
as well.
I don't
like rehash. I don't
exactly.
like fucking remastered.
I don't want reskinned. I don't want remastered. What's with that? This year seems like the year of remaster shit, right?
Oh man, it's not just this year, dude. It's been going on for at least 5 years now.
Well, yeah, it's been going on forever, but like this year, look at the remastered titles, dude. Come on. I mean,
Just
so
ridiculous.
We even have titles that are just going remastered, and it's like you're not even trying anymore to no, you're throwing it out there like that's a good thing. Like you remastered it, and it's like, fuck. Actually, I think that was one of my first episodes I did a review on Call of Duty Remastered, man. How it's tanking or tanked. I don't know. Is it tanked or tanking? I think it's already tanked. So you just say tanked. If it's tanking, but it's already tanked, but it's continuing to tank, you just say it's tanked. Because it doesn't matter if it's tanking, because it's already hit that bottom slump, right?
Yeah. Morning grammar classes with Finley.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like I'm being shot and I've been shot. It's like, do you say I'm being shot if you're already shot? No, you're already shot. You're like, I've been shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you could be like, I'm being shot at the same time. I've been shot and I'm being shot at. Or, like it's tanked and it's tanking. It's still tanking. It's not coming back up, I don't think.
Is this going anywhere? This squirrel has taken us so far.
I don't know.
I was just fucking. Anyways, hey, I do have to get going for work here soon.
Well, I was about to end the show right here.
Oh, perfect.
Because I just looked down and we're like 47 minutes, and I just completed my topic list for the day. I just looked at that and I was like, I'm done with my topic list, and I've ranted enough for today. I don't want to rant anymore because I'm done fucking ranting on stupid shit like World of Warcraft that just pisses me off. That it do something better,
Yeah.
So any words of wisdom for the viewers?
Nothing new, I should say. The only one is play more video games.
Oh, is that your tagline now, eh?
I would like it to be.
I'm gonna go with don't do drugs.
That's a good one.
Unless your doctor prescribes them to you, and then using them accordingly with the way the prescription is said how to use, and make sure you follow all instructions. Read the fucking manual and make sure you comprehend it.
Yep.
That's a good one, right?
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's responsible, Duffy. Responsible, Duffy. Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, my dudes. We are out. This is Simon and Duffy signing off from another fucking, what is this episode? Yeah, episode 9 of piping hot frogs.
Yarr.
Yeah, we're going into week 3 now, so righteous. Cody should be joining us maybe next week, depending on when they hook his internet up. So we'll be having another face. He said he might do a webcam broadcast. Simon's not much of a webcam guy, but he can be the.
I just want you to focus on my such lovely heavenly voice.
Well, yeah, you know, you can be the Google bitch then. We'll be the faces.
As long
Google
as I'm not in the
bitch.
middle of a firefight dying to bullshit,
That's
such as a
bullshit.
Vector versus an M4. Such bullshit.
If we need something Googled, you will Google it.
Yep, I'll just run to a corner. Wait. Okay,
Nobody
this,
shoot
that,
me!
this. Nobody shoot me! I'm Googling!
I'm
Wait a
Googling
minute.
shit!
Pause the game? You know, like when you're younger. Pause? Can we pause real quick? I need a pause.
Mom, there's no fucking pause button. It's online. It's a video game. There's always a pause button. Mom, you don't understand. Oh my god. Parents not understanding online video games, man.
Yep.
I think I'm going to leave on that sad yet happy note of memory lane right there. You know, these kids just aren't going to get it, right? Fuck it, my dude. You guys have a good one. Stay safe. Don't do drugs unless they're prescribed.